Hi Taurus, and welcome to your Venus Love Tarot reading. Venus is moving into Aquarius on December 20th, and she will be there until around January 12th. So that is the time frame in which this love reading will cover. And with Venus moving into Aquarius, this is like where, you know, we kind of get out of the heart space and we go into the mental space, and we're very analytical, we're reassessing, we're reevaluating, we're reviewing, we're really thinking about things while Venus is in Aquarius. And Mars is going to move out of Scorpio and move into Sagittarius on the 3rd of January. So there will be some movement of Mars, and Mars is going to get very spiritual in Sagittarius. Also, we have the new moon in Capricorn on the 26th of December, along with the annular eclipse, and that's like the ending of an era, I want to say, of a big major cycle of your life. So let's see if that comes through in the romance department, Taurus. Oh, right. So overall energy for Venus moving into Aquarius for you guys is mixed emotions. So that is what you guys are evaluating and thinking about, where you don't feel okay about something. You feel like, you know, you're really like, you know, like sometimes, I'm sorry, I'm just this glare. I'm trying to make it so there's no glare. It's distracting me. Let's see. All right, there we go. Okay, so Taurus, with mixed emotions, this is where something that was said to you or something happened, or and it never really sat well with you, but you know, you couldn't prove it otherwise. This is what you're really thinking about as Venus moves into Aquarius. It's like, you know, what did that really mean? It's like you can't let it go. It nags at you. And Taurus, that always means that there was more behind it, right? And sometimes it's like when you're with somebody, you just feel all these things, and then it's not until after you break up that you find out all these truths, right? And you know, for me personally, and I'm sure a lot of girls can relate to this, is certain girls that you just got a weird vibe with that was just a friend to your boyfriend, right? And you try to be cool and be like, yeah, you know, okay. You just feel something, and you just, again, you don't want to be dramatic, and then you guys break up, and where do they go? Right to those specific girls, right? So some of you, I do feel like there's something like that. It doesn't mean like there's cheating, but there's something that was like tried to be hidden from you, and it's like you've always questioned it, and now it's really bothering you as Venus moves into Aquarius. All right. Also, like some of you, this to me is where you've been really conflicted about a relationship that you're currently involved with, and this could be committed, or this could be a non-committed relationship. Sorry, Kitty is being bad because I am distracted by the reading jumping up here, and he knows better, so I had to get him down. And now yeah, he distracted me. Anyways, okay, yes, there we go. Thank you, Spirit. So sometimes, you know, this is also about where we are really evaluating a certain connection in our life, and this is a romance reading, so it's something that you're romantically attached to, and you really just don't know, Taurus. You're like, is this where I belong? Like, is this the right fit for me? And there's just a lot of things that I feel don't sit well with you about this particular person that's coming through for you guys. Some of you, you know, singles out there, this could be where there's a new romance coming in, but you still got a lot going on inside of you attached to a past romance, and so it's really conflicting things for you, and being able to like connect to this new person and really give them a true shot. So let's pull some more cards, because you're definitely conflicted, confused, and that's why you are needing to have this evaluation as Aquarius, or Venus moves through Aquarius, and also, you know, Mars moving into Sagittarius. It's coming from your soul, like your intuition is speaking to you, Taurus, and that's why you're so conflicted, because what you're being told or what you think about in your mind is not what your intuition is telling you. So it's just really putting you out of balance. And you know, when we really love somebody and we're really attached to them, it's just a subconscious thing to want to believe their lies more than the cold hard truth of the facts that are right before us. And you know, sometimes that's just how it is, and So let's pull some more cards. So we have the Boat, and this says, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Wow. So that, you know, closure issues, those of you where there's new love knocking on your door, or it might not even be knocking on your door. It's like Spirit's trying to get you open to the idea of loving somebody new. Boom, right there. It's time to let that old relationship go and move forward, Taurus, for real, because there's happiness up ahead. Spirit would not be talking about this if there wasn't, you know, getting what you need, arriving, progression, and you've got to leave the past behind. So those Tauruses out there where that really rings true, like you don't want to hear it and you want to punch me in my face for saying it, like I get it. But I'm just saying, Spirit's like, move forward. Like there's better. There is such better for you up ahead, okay? The rest of you, you need answers, Taurus, like this internal conflict where you are like really is Kitty's being bad boy is where you're really you know, questioning something that was said or something that happened in the past. It's not going to leave you. Like it's bothering you for a reason. Like Spirit wants to reveal the whole truth to you, wants you to see, you know, the whole situation. And, oh, I just dropped this. Okay. So the next card out here is I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming, fun flirting, want to date. There you go, Taurus. Yes. Somebody wants to love you. Somebody likes you. Somebody is into you. And it is time for you to open up to that, especially you singles that are hung up on somebody. And I know I always love to get these positive messages and like fill your heart with joy, but I mean, I have to give it to you straight. And what I'm seeing here is really like, it's time to move on. It's time to move forward. You know, those of you in like a situation where somebody is like not committing to you, it's just very back and forth, and or maybe you are committed and it's like sometimes you don't even feel like they're with you, like you're insecure in your own relationship, not of other people but just of the connection. Like, is it there for you or is it not? Because sometimes it feels like it's there 100, other times it doesn't. It throws you into you know, these mixed emotions and this confusion. Oh my goodness, Kitty, you being such a bad boy. And Taurus, it's like Spirit wants you to see the truth and show you the truth about your relationship, your situation. Like, honestly, Venus moving into Aquarius for you guys is all about like major truth coming into the mental body. Like you feel it in your soul, like you know the truth in your soul, but there's like this disconnect from it making its way into like the mental space for it to become like a reality for you. So Taurus, you know, whatever it is for you personally that you are like, I need to know the truth, ask Spirit. Spirit's ready to show you. You are ready mentally and emotionally to perceive it. And anybody, Taurus, if you're not committed to somebody and they're just flaky back and forth, I really feel like it's time for you to move on. Like, I like you, they just like you. It's not like, I don't feel it's as strong for them as it is for you, and that's why they're back and forth so much, okay? I hate to say that, but I mean, it's right there. So if you are experiencing that, it's really time to let it go and move forward. There is somebody up ahead that, you know, is gonna love you and feel you the same way you feel them and be there with you and not feel like you have to chase it and not feel like, you know, it's just this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, those of you in these committed connections, it's time for some deep conversations between you and your partner. It's time for some truths to come to light. And whatever these are, Taurus, it's nothing. It's like you already know it in your soul, okay? This isn't going to be like some big shock. At least that's not how I'm feeling it. It's just like you just already kind of know. All right, let's pull some tarot. So we have the Three of Wands. The time has come. The Four of Cups. The Nine of Swords. Ten of Swords. Ooh, Taurus, yeah. It's time for this to end. And now we have the Nine of Pentacles, but some of you may be worried about money. Okay, so those of you in committed relationships where, again, there's just this like lot of mixed signals, mixed energy that keeps you very confused. It's like you're at the point, Taurus, where you've got to make a decision and Spirit is ready to bring all things to light for you. There's like, look at that, so much confusion and fear and betrayal going on in the mental body. So Taurus, if you guys are happy in your relationships, this is not for you whatsoever. This to me is a Taurus in the struggle, especially in the mental body. And some of you in these committed relationships that you feel just aren't working, or they're not going to work, or they just take too much from you. They break you down. There's betrayal, there's lies, you know, whatever. There's something to do with like money or assets. There's a lot of worry and concern about that. Spirit is saying you will get what you need. Like, you've just got to make the choice within you to move forward, to move ahead, and let this go, and everything you need will come to you. It comes through in this boat card, and it comes through with the Three of Wands, okay? So you've just got to move through the process. And, you know, even if you're somebody who's like nervous, like, you know, you don't belong in this relationship, but you're scared to be alone, it may be time for you to, you know, be alone. There is definitely a better connection up ahead. I do see that for you guys, all right? Singles, it's time to let some like past relationship go. It can be connected to a fire sign because we just had the Queen of Wands jump out, but Taurus, if it's a past person that you're hung up on, it's time to let it go and move forward. There is better for you. There is, especially if love is already knocking on your door. Those of you involved with somebody who's flaky back and forth, I still stand by what I said. I don't feel like they're as into you as you are as into them. And they're just, you know, they like what you give them. So when you pull your energy away, they miss it. They don't want you to like anybody else the way that you like them, even though they don't want to give you anything back, really. So that's a truth that maybe you've got to come into accepting. All right, so we had some cards jump out. I'll cut the deck for the rest. And singles, better love is up ahead. All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is just like where you're putting all this energy and effort into something and it's just not working. It just doesn't pay off no matter what you do. Or again, some big time fear around finances, resources. If we separate, Taurus, you've got to trust your path. You've got to trust the universe. You know, there may be a period of a bit of struggle, but it will work out for you. It will, I promise. Okay, and look at, yep, Eight of Cups. Is time to walk away, is time to end something, leave something behind. Next out is the Four of Pentacles. We're having a really hard time letting something go. Some of you, this is the past relationship that's no longer in your life. Like, it's time to let the hope for that go. And it doesn't mean like never again, like it can never happen again. It's just like Spirit's like, don't waste your time on that right now. Move ahead. There's another relationship for you up ahead that you're going to really enjoy. For others of you, this is like the fear of something to do with like finances and resources. It's like ending this situation. There's a big concern about that. And again, it's like you've just got to take your chances and do what's best for you. There's much greater happiness up ahead. And, you know, those of you that are in this like situation where it's not committed, somebody's very, very flaky, they are being selfish. Taurus, they are, and it's just like what's good for them when it's good for them, and it's they like that you like them, all right? And so you deserve so much better than that. Next, we have the Three of Swords sitting on the Nine of Swords, Taurus. Whew. And now we have the Eight of Swords sitting on this Ten of Swords. So I was really kind of hoping that I was just wrong in this reading. Like, Spirit is bringing it pretty intensely. But that's, you know, I guess some of you, that's what you need to hear right now. Yeah, Taurus, it's time to really face the truth about your relationship. about a person who's flaky back and forth, or about a past relationship that's no longer in your life that you've been in the struggle to let go of. It's definitely time for that. And as Venus moves into Aquarius, like that's just what's happening for you. And those of you where this is really around, like you are nervous of finances or resources, like if you in this situation, like your resources will be taken from you, or you won't have enough resources on your own. Again, you've got to take your chances. Reach out to the archangels, Archangel Michael, and ask him, what is my path here? You know, what do I need to do? How do I take care of myself and not have this worry, this struggle around finances? Because, I mean, you've got 3 of Swords, and then 8, 9, and 10 of Swords. Those are heavy, heavy energies, Taurus. And that's all in the mental body. So much worry, so much sadness. And it's just, it's time to see the truth and free yourself from this person, this situation, this relationship, because it's not fair to you at all. It's not. And Spirit's like, there is love up ahead. There is better for you up ahead. So let's pull some advice. Strength. And it says, you need to stand up and have an opinion, because in this case, yours is the only one that counts. This decision will have long-term effects on your future. Whew, Taurus. Spirit is just bringing it in this reading. And to me, that's like, you guys, this reading that is intended for the Tauruses are Tauruses that are in some really effed up connections, relationships, or are still really hung up on a super toxic person. And Spirit is like, no, absolutely not. You've been asking, you've been asking, you've been asking, and I'm trying to tell you, you've got to leave this behind. You've got to find the strength within you, and you've got to have the courage, and you've got to trust me and your path, and you've got to let it go and move forward for the higher good of you. Because whoever this other person is, Taurus, oh, they are so toxic to you, my goodness, and they just keep you so like twisted up in your mind, so confused. You know, they're back and forth, back and forth. Hot and Cold by Katy Perry is a perfect song to describe this person's energy. And so Spirit is like, if you want the truth, the whole truth, I will bring it forth. But you can't backtrack after that. Like, it's time to move forward. There's another relationship like meant for you up ahead, but it's like all of this has got to get out of your energy, your heart first, so that you can receive this beautiful connection that's just up ahead. All right, Taurus. So pretty crazy reading for you guys, but there it is. I am wishing you guys all the best. Take care.